Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. Took that probably 4 years ago, one of the farms during a fall season. Hi, check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. Today I'd like to share Proverbs 29 verse 1. It says, "Whoever stubbornly refuses to accept criticism will suddenly be destroyed beyond recovery." Here's my poem. Stubbornness destroys. Is your life full of hardships and sufferings? Have you been obstinate in following? Those who can't take criticism, all they want to do is to argue and win. They will be destroyed beyond recovery. The devil will continually con them into slavery. The Lord detests defiance and rebelliousness. He considers it witchcraft when you are lawless. Here's my essay. The life of Christ is full of obedience and humility. This is the reason why he was able to save humankind from our folly and sin. Christians are summoned to live a life like Jesus in order to thrive in this life. The world, on the other hand, offers us a very different way to live. The world focuses on material gain, power, and winning by disobedience and disrespect. I was a very stubborn person for many decades of my life, and I can attest to this verse because it surely destroyed me and led me to more sins. Each act of lawlessness was equivalent to endless troubles and sufferings. This stronghold was one of those many that God delivered me from. I thank Him that He pulled me out of it. It took over 50 years to get out of it, which was a result of my resistance and denial. Learn to accept criticism and learn from it. Prayer. Lord, help me to have an openness to your convictions. Reflection. Why do you think stubbornness is considered witchcraft or divination according to 1 Samuel 15:23? I think when you talk about witchcraft, the focus of witchcraft is to gain control, or is to gain control over something. So in other words, it is selfish motives that drive the divination itself. So when you are stubborn, chances are you want to prove everybody wrong and you're right. So it stems from pride. It focuses on the self. It focuses on narcissism. So I think that is the reason why in 1 Samuel 15:23 it is talked about that stubbornness and disobedience or lawlessness is a form of witchcraft or divination. In other words, when you are not following what God is saying and you're defying God, you're actually trying to compete with God as the God yourself. So it's a competition that you're doing when you are lawless and when you're disobedient, which is the opposite of what Jesus did in his life. He was very humble and obedient. And this is the reason why we are all saved. And this is the reason why God wants us to follow what Jesus did during the time that he was alive here on earth. So I implore you to take a look at your life. If you have been very lawless or always, you'd know the symptoms of lawlessness when you're always arguing, when you're always counting or trying to have a record of wrongs of other people, and you're very judgmental. This is a sort of stubbornness when you don't follow authority, or when you don't take any word of anybody but your own word. So be careful, because it's so easy to be caught up in stubbornness and lawlessness. Thanks for watching, and I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. Please continue to pray for me. I just came from church today, and it is so good to be in a church where people pray with you, with your needs. And they prayed over me because I've been having asthma attacks. I didn't realize it was asthma. I thought it was a flu. But apparently last night I had wheezing, and it just, God has healed me of asthma for quite a while now. I used to really have really bad flare-ups, but my last was last year, and it didn't really progress as much as this year. So I ask you for prayers to more healing, but I know that I'm accepting God's healing today so that I will be able to move on, because I know the enemy is trying to stop me from finishing the work that I need to do for God. I'm actually coming up with a book of the poem devotionals, and another book which is called Recycled Pain. I'm still on chapter 3, but still a long way to go. But if I do not let the enemy steal my time and just focus on it, I'll probably finish it earlier than I scheduled it to be. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and I hope you remember how much He loves you. And so do I.